Potentially the most important day of the entire crypto cycle, election day, is upon us, but that's really not what we're going to be talking about today. Today, we're going to update on our 10K to 100K portfolio challenge that we started last month. I want to give a rundown. I want to update some positions before we get these results because I think that I need to go a little more risk on here. So if you remember, we have some safer positions, but that's not going to get us a 10x on our entire portfolio, right? So we'll talk about that in a second. We're going to adjust some positions and we're going to get into part 2 of our 10K to 100K challenge. Let's dive right into it. Guys, like the video down below and subscribe to the channel for videos every single week and every day here on In the Game, from crypto gaming to meme coins to AI and more. You can check out all of our videos on the channel. Hit the subscribe button. Tell your friends where you're getting all the alpha in these sectors as well. Big shout out to all of our sponsors here on In the Game. We have Moon Tropica, we have Ledger, we have FOMO, we have Epic War, as well as Blue Whale AI. So if you're not already familiar, Blue Whale, alongside Kip Protocol, which I talked about yesterday, I think this is one of the most hyped upcoming AI projects in the entire sector. As they say, unlocking 7 billion mobile devices to decentralize AI. Well, right now, they have these nodes live for sale at this moment in time, and they're only in tier 4 and 5. I think these are great opportunities to get involved in one of the most hyped upcoming AI ecosystems in Blue Whale. And full disclosure, I invested in Blue Whale. I also have Blue Whale nodes personally, and I put my own money into them. So I have conviction in this team. I think they're going to do very well. They have great backing. You can check out the node sale down below for Blue Whale in the link down below in the description. And as I mentioned, I think election day, this is the biggest day of the cycle. Possibly in crypto's history. And it's crazy to say that because we've had ETFs, we've had, the halving cycles, we've had the Pico tops of the bull runs, etc. But to be honest, it is a crypto election this time around. Literally, crypto is on the ballot. It is a candidate in this ballot because for the first time, crypto is a key topic in possibly the most important election in U.S. history. Like, this is probably the most pivotal election we have ever seen in the United States. It's going to be an absolutely wild week in the markets, but I want you all to take a breath, okay? No matter what side you're on, I think, look, one side is definitely more pro-crypto, and for the industry that I delve in every single day, I think there's a clear-cut choice here that makes more sense than the other. We're not going to dive too deep into that. It is election day. Emotions are going to be running high, but just zoom out. Look at the last 3 election cycles, all the way back to Obama getting into office in 2012, okay? Take a deep breath. The best is still around the corner. Literally, these election cycles, they kick off the bull run. We're probably going to see parabolic price action to close out the year, regardless of what happens. So, as they say in Bad Boys, woosah, like, just chill, we'll be all right, and we'll make it through this time period, no matter what happens. But I do think that one side is going to probably play out to be a more aggressive and faster paced bull run. And we would all love to see that, but let's just see how this plays out over the course of this week. As they say, we might not know the results today, but we might know the results in a couple days. But looking at the market, I mean, Bitcoin's up 3% today. We're hovering around 70K. We broke 70K earlier. Seed World absolutely crushing, up 30% today and 108% since they launched over the 30-day time period. Lots of altcoins taking a nice little bounce here. But today, it's going to be a short and sweet video. I really want to dive into the 10K to 100K challenge. Let's break down our positions right now and just look in totality what we need to adjust and some positions I want to take before the election. So, the election's in a matter of hours from this video going out. But I think there could be some altcoin volatility if we see certain things play out. And regardless, I need to go more risk on. So right now, the challenge wallet is up 17% since we started at 10K. We're at 11,700. So we're up 17%, which for anyone's traditional portfolio, your portfolio's up 17% over like 45 days time period. That's really solid. We're looking pretty nice there. But let's look at our positions. MOG has been one of the best performers, absolutely carrying the portfolio. And I remember seeing some comments like, Hustle, JLP is like a profit taking position. This is not a growth position. When you look at this yearly chart, guys, it's also been one of the most like high level freaking amazing performers in this challenge. And this is why I'm maintaining this JLP position. I'm not going to shift out of JLP. People were like clowning me for this. This is a steady growth position, and this I expect to continue to grow massively over the course of this bull run. So two positions I'm absolutely not touching are going to be MOG and JLP. Now below this, I'm also going to stay in Polis. I think that Polis is a great position to be in at this point in time. We have 12,500 Polis sitting at about $1,500. If we look at the market cap here on Star Atlas's Polis token at $32 million, I think that's a pretty good place to be because we are going more risk on in this one. So right now, we're about 5.5x of last year's local top. If we 5.5x this position, that's going to get us to 9K. On that position by itself, we'll almost make up the whole portfolio at that point in time. So I think I'm keeping that position as well. Everything else is speculative and up for debate. I think I'll keep GPU. There's just $700 in it. It's 55 cents currently. The market cap sitting at 50 million. This could 20x. We could see a 20x on some of these AI coins whenever next year's peak bull run does come into effect. And this will surprise a lot of people, I'm going to shuffle up some positions here, and I'm going to keep it very simple. I'm taking higher market cap plays, and I'm going to put them in A, faster moving horses, or B, lower market cap plays. So let's jump into it. So first of all, Echelon Prime. Now this will surprise a lot of people. I am a big Prime bull, but right now, A, it's not moving fast enough for a challenge wallet, and B, it's too big of a market cap for me to be this allocated into it. Now, I understand it's only 230 million. You might be thinking, well, Johnny, MOG is 700 million. Why are you keeping such a big position in MOG? Because MOG is a meme coin, and meme coin super cycle is firmly in effect. And I think what you're going to notice here is I'm about to lean into some more degen coins here because we have to. At this point in this challenge, we can't be in safe bets. As we get closer to the 100K, and then inevitably, once we hit 100K on this portfolio, we'll start shifting towards 100K to 1 million. We'll run this up throughout the cycle. That's the goal. But what I'm going to do here, I'm going to shuffle up this Prime position. So we have literally $1,699 here to allocate. So what I'm going to do, I am going to remove Echelon Prime from this portfolio. So now we have $1,700 to allocate into a different coin or multiple coins. And this gets tough. So with that $1,700, I'm going to look through here and I'm going to go through market caps of between 20 and 40 million. And the first one that sticks out to me is Moon Tropica. If we look at the Moon Tropica chart over the last year, this thing hit $48, $49.64 as its recent top about 7 months ago, 8 months ago or so. And number one, great game. We played it on the stream last week with Gorilla, with Peyton, with Icy. Absolutely great time playing Moon Tropica. The game just leans into everything that you want from a game. They have meme culture. It's fun. There's content creation around it. It's great to play with friends. It's great to stream. It really has everything you need. There's Trump and Elon here. Get out and vote. It's your right and your duty. They lean into the culture, and I don't want a boring... look, I love normal protocols. This is not the challenge for me to throw IMX in this because I'm not going to make that challenge work if I'm in IMXs. And that comes down to why I'm cutting Prime, because Prime is established. I want things that have so much upside that it's going to give me that return on my portfolio. So I am going to allocate into Moon Tropica. We will add a coin into this wallet. We'll go with Ka. So we're sitting at about 8 cents, $1,700 worth. How much would that be in terms of how many Ka? I think 7 $1,700 worth, it would be about 200,000 Moon Tropica. I think. Oh, nope. That's a little too much. That math did not math there. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm a freaking idiot. I was calculating for 8 cents, not $8. Okay, we're good now. We allocated $16.50 into Moon Tropica here at $8.28. God, my math. I was thinking 8 cents, not $8. All right. But nonetheless, we allocated $16.50 into Moon Tropica here. So we still have $50 additional on the sideline there to play with, but we're going to replace Prime with Moon Tropica for the fact that it has so much more upside from here as far as X's on the chart. Now, number 2, look, this is it's crazy to think that I'm doing this because anyone who watches my content knows my favorite positions in crypto gaming: Super, Prime, Beam, Ronin, and then speculatively number 5, you could throw in Avalanche, IMX, etc. into that mix, whatever the case is. But at Super at 500 mil, I mean, it could 10x, and I would be confident in even keeping some of this position into the portfolio. But unless I was to go more size into this, it might be something we have to, you would need more size, I think, to make the gains on this, in this challenge. Look, Super is literally one of my biggest positions in my personal portfolio, but this is a challenge. We are trying to multiply on the charts. So once again, let's go back, look at the charts here. And we're going to scroll down back to that same range. I'm looking for low caps. I want something with lots of upside and a catalyst that's coming up, okay? And when I look at WAGMI Games at its current price of $18 million market cap, over the year, the price got up to 3x what it is now, over 3x what it was. And even locally, it was up about 60% from this current price point. They have their global launch going live at the end of the year. I would fully expect a pump leading into global launch. And especially if we saw gaming kick up its narrative, we see Gunzilla come live with their token, gaming's going to do very, very well. But you don't need a lot into this to really make ends meet there as far as this coin. So what I'm going to do, out of wanting to, and I have safe positions. MOG is safe, in my opinion. JLP, very safe. Ka, a little more risk on. Polis, I would say risk on, but also has some stability to it. And then Node AI GPU, it's just my low cap of choice currently for AI. I think if AI runs, you're going to see GPU do very well. I'm willing to keep that position allocated. Now, the question becomes, I mean, like if Super was to 5x, that only brings that position to $7,000, where we are currently. So it becomes a question of, do I allocate completely out of Super in an effort to keep safer positions in this portfolio? Or do I keep a little bit, maybe a grand into Super? Because if it 10x's to a 5 billion market cap, which is totally possible, by the way, that's not out of the realms of possibilities throughout the bull run. It has been one of the absolute strongest gaming coins in the entire market. Yeah, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to sell a portion of my Superverse into a lower cap gaming coin in WAGMI Games. But if WAGMI does multiples, it'll become this position size, and then I can scale into other positions with that profit. So give me a second. Let's allocate into WAGMI. All right, so what we went ahead and did, so it is a small position, but it gives us a little more risk on leading into a catalyst later this year that could do some multiples on this token. I have allocated $400 from the Super position. I'm going to leave 1,000 in Super. It is just so strong. Like JLP, every time this market does move upwards, Superverse moves with it. It's just such a strength position that I don't want to cut it completely. Even if it 5x'd, that would make up for 5% of our complete goal to get to 100K here on this 10K portfolio. So I'm going to allocate $400 into WAGMI. I'm going to keep 1,000 in Superverse. So this is the changes I'm going to make today. I'm adding a $1,500 or really a $1,600 position into Moon Tropica at $8.23. I'm going to accumulate 200K here in an effort to hopefully multiply this and be able to get closer to our goal here. Because look, if we're going to turn this 10K right now, 11,800 into 100K, it's not going to happen through blue chip tokens. It's not going to happen through holding Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Okay, we got to be a little more riskier here. So we got to put our stuff on the table and be able to run a little more risk on here. Now, I'm not telling you to follow this challenge. I'm just showing you it's possible. So we're going to walk you through step by step on this channel to be able to get you from that 10K portfolio to 100K and show with active portfolio management, smart risk investment, smart risk tolerance versus risk on investments, you'll be able to potentially multiply your portfolio a full 10x this cycle. It sounds crazy, but it is 100% possible. We are already up 17, 18% on this portfolio over a course of 45 days since the last challenge video. And now with these new allocations into Moon Tropica and WAGMI Games, especially with WAGMI Games coming up on their launch initiative, I think we can do multiples on that position. I know we can do multiples on this Moon Tropica position, and the rest of the stuff I think is super safe with MOG, with Polis, with JLP, with Super, and I think GPU, if we see the AI narrative kick back up, that is an easy multiple on that money as well. So those are the changes to the challenge today. Currently 18% to our goal. Like, we are moving up, and people will be like, oh, the portfolio is only up $1,800 over 45 days. It is a full 18% on the position, and we're not out here leverage trading. We're going to do this through spot trading, which is crazy. And if we get to a point where there's a leverage trade, we'll come on here and we'll actively do a leverage trade and play into that, into this portfolio. Because I think maybe on the next one, we'll allocate $1,000 into a leverage trading account, especially if we see continued growth here. So stay tuned for part 3 of the challenge. If you like these videos, if you're following along, what would you have added or cut from this portfolio in an effort to 10x this stack to $100,000? Let me know in the comment section down below, and let me know your thoughts on the markets heading out through the rest of 2024, heading into 2025. Guys, like the video, subscribe down below. And if you're wondering what I'm using here to manage this portfolio, and I use it to manage my personal portfolios, I have over 20 wallets across different chains. Nexus Labs, 7-day free trial, track unlimited wallets. You can track your watch list, crypto, NFTs, everything you need to manage and simplify the markets in one place. You can jump in here with the best portfolio tracker in the industry, over 50 plus blockchains tracked. Nexus Labs down below in the description, completely free, or track unlimited wallets for just $9.99 a month. And there is a 7-day free trial. I'll see you guys on the next one. As always, play well and stay bullish, my friends.